Hey there everybody, the Framed here, and welcome to the first episode of my Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction playthrough. The other day, I don't know, over the weekend or something like that, I uploaded a video asking if you guys wanted to see me play this, and there was some positive reception. I wanted some people to, write down what kind of character class they wanted me to be, and what build they wanted, but I guess nobody's played this game or something. I don't know. Nobody really felt like writing that down, but I did get some positive reception of me playing the game, so I'm gonna because I love this game. Uh, and I was talking with a friend of mine that I work with, and he has a pretty extensive knowledge on this game. And since nobody provided me with a build, I asked him what he would like to see if he were to watch somebody play Diablo 2 on YouTube. I asked him what character class he would like to watch, and he said the assassin. And I said wicked awesome because I love the assassin. It's probably one of my favorite characters uh, in the game. Uh, I think it's one of the most viable classes just because she has uh, access to all of the elemental types, and she does pretty good physical damage as well. So yeah, she's one of my favorites, and I would say that she's one of the higher learning curves because you have to switch between abilities quite a bit. Um, so yeah, and in one of the comments was that somebody wanted to see a live action RPG type game. Uh, so yeah, I think this would be a good game to start out on. And so yeah, we are going to click on the character that we want. And look at that, spin kick. She is awesome. Oh my gosh, she's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna give her a name. Katarina? Is that how you spell that? Cater. We want that. Can I use that? Oh, I don't. Okay, we're gonna name her that, Scarlet. And so here we are in the Rogue Encampment. This is where you start out. This is where you will. This is like your base camp for the first act. And so yeah, this is where you're gonna get most of your quests and such like that. And I just turned on the mini map there, as you can see. And I will probably be leaving the mini map up throughout like the entire game because you can't really get anywhere without it because the game is randomly generated. So all the dungeons and all the areas are randomly generated. They'll be different every time you replay the game. So yeah, we're gonna leave that up, and we're gonna talk to this guy. And gosh, do I want you guys to hear all this? I'm not going to. I'm not. No, I don't want to. That's gonna take way too long. Basically, he's just saying that there's like bad stuff going on, and somebody needs to stop it. We're gonna talk to this lady here. She's gonna give us our first quest. Her name is Akara, and she says a lot of different stuff. Gosh, should I? Okay, I'm just gonna let you guys listen.
To the east for generations. She turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. From here, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time. There's a place of great evil in the wilderness. Cautious rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. find the Dark Labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. They will great watch over you.
Alright, so if you were listening to that, she said that there is a curse upon the land, blah blah blah. Basically, that just means there's a big bad guy that we have to fight at the end. And she also gave us our first quest, which is to go to the Den of Evil and rid the cave of all the nasty things inside of it. Akara is also one of the main people we will go to buy items and such. As you can see, this is our inventory right here. And actually, hang on just a second. I'm going to Alt-Tab and go to my fraps. Because I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. So I'm going to unhide my cursor and then go back into the game. So if you weren't able to see it, now you should be able to see it. Anyways, this is our inventory right here, where we have our items, our armor, helmet, shield, if we use a shield, boots, rings, ring, belt, and gloves. And over here is the shop, and we can get items, but we're not going to get any of those items because we don't want them. And if you press Q, this is our like journal or whatever that keeps track of our quests and stuff. So as you can see, we have our first quest: look for the Den of Evil in the wilderness outside the Rogue Encampment. And so basically, we have to go and find the find the Den of Evil. But before we do that, we're gonna do something really quick. We're gonna hit enter and type in /players8, and what this does is it makes the game think that there are actually 8 players playing right now. This game can be played multiplayer, and when that happens, all the monsters get a little bit more difficult, and they give off more experience. You can think that this is cheating. I don't care what you think. This is just kind of what I do for the first act, because it makes the entire process a little bit easier. It makes it so that I don't have to do any level grinding in the first act, because by the end of the first act, you should be around level 18 to 20, so that you can efficiently fight and kill the first boss. So it just makes it so I don't have to do a whole bunch of level grinding off screen. Makes things a little bit easier for me, less time consuming. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And what this episode is mainly going to be me fighting every enemy in this area. And if we haven't spent too much time, we are going to go into the Den of Evil. If things get kind of really long, maybe I'll just save the Den of Evil for later. But I really would like to get that in this episode, just because, you know, I want to get the first quest in one episode. Be nice. So this episode could run a bit long. Could last about a half hour or so. Wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, hopefully we will find another weapon here soonish. That would be nice. And the way you will find that I will go through this game is that I will run around the entire perimeter of an area, killing all the enemies, because that's just kind of how I like to do it. Just so, I mean, every area is randomly generated, so I actually don't really know where I'm going. So if I run around the perimeter, it allows me to, you know, get a lay of the land kind of thing, scout out the area, know where I'm going, and know where I need to go later. And as you can see, every monster pretty much drops items. And we're going to look at things here. I have a socketed with 5, which is, you know, it's pretty good. We are going to head into that little house here, and if there is not a chest in here, gosh dang it. Oh well. Over here real quick to see if there's anything. There are a few enemies over there, and look at this. We have already found the Den of Evil. It's right here. We are actually not going to go into it right now. We're gonna save it until we're done fighting all these bad guys. By the time we're done fighting all the enemies out here, we should be around level 6 or so, somewhere between 5 and 6, which is a good place to be before going into the Den of Evil. And if you've noticed, my experience bar is going up sporadically, or not sporadically, incrementally or whatever, as I defeat all these enemies. I'm not going to allocate my stat points and skill points until I'm done fighting all the bad guys in this little area. I will allocate them before I go into the Den of Evil, but just for the purposes of getting through this section quickly, I don't want to do that right now because I'll have to explain how I'm going to be distributing my stat points, and I don't feel like doing that right now. But anyways, we're just going to keep going here and whack, 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 slash, slash, slash all these bad guys with our guitar, which is the item, or not the item, the weapon that assassins use. This is the class-specific weapon. I just leveled up there again. The class-specific weapon, and the type of weapon we will probably be using throughout the entire game. It is the claw class. So it'll be using guitars and claws and other such items, and we will be dual wielding everybody throughout this game, which is pretty dang awesome. I really like dual wielding. I think dual wielding just like looks super awesome. But yeah, gonna, if I can catch up to this stupid enemy. At some point during my YouTube career, I would like to do League of Legends gameplay commentary, but my computer kind of sucks, so it can't really handle that game quite yet. The Diablo here was made in like 1999, so it's pretty old. My computer can handle this, no problem, but it cannot handle League of Legends, unfortunately. So sad, but whatever. But anyways, I was going somewhere with that, I guess. This is a live action RPG, or live action game or whatever. We're going to pick this up. We're picking up items like these like gases, and I'll just go to my inventory. Items like stamina potions and strangling gas potion. We're picking those up because they are worth a decent amount of money. I will generally only be picking up items that are either magical or have... I'm going to pick that up. Damage sash. Give us a little bit of defense, and we actually don't need these. They will be sold for a very measly amount of money, so we don't really want them. We're only going to be picking up items that will be worth a fair amount of money. Arrows are worth diddly, so we're not going to pick those up at all. And anyways, I was saying something earlier. I wanted to play this game because it is a live action game, and I wanted to get some practice doing a live action type game. I mean, commentating to it, just because League of Legends is a pretty fast-paced game, and I wanted to get some practice doing this kind of game, this style of game, before I start doing that. Because that game is a little bit harder because you are playing against other people, so I'm not playing against AI. AI can be pretty stupid sometimes, so it's really not that difficult to play against. So I think this would be a good way to warm up to that. But I probably won't be able to do League of Legends for about another year because that is when I'm probably going to get a new computer. I'll probably have to stick with this crappy computer for the next year or so, unfortunately, but you know, it's whatever. It functions, I guess. It gets the job done. And as you can see up here in this little corner here, my belt has broken. That means we have to go to the... Ooh, chipped emerald. We have to go to the repair person, whatever she's called, blacksmith, to get our item repaired. Don't know if I'll actually repair it. I'm sure I'll find a better belt here sooner or later. So, not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to check this. I'm at level 4, which is right about on track. I'm almost at level 5. And we're going to... I just picked up a potion I didn't want. Did I? I don't know. Whatever. Go over here, kill these, whack, 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 whack. Dead. Slash, 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 slash. Okay, so Superior Club, we're gonna pick that up. That should be worth a decent amount of money since it is superior. And I leveled up. Hooray! Staffs. Staffs are worth a decent amount of money here in the early game, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. And we're just gonna run over here, see if there's any baddies over there, and there are not, unfortunately. But we're gonna head over this way, see if there's any enemies, and there is. Awesome. And got a key. Oh, I shouldn't. Since I am playing the assassin, keys are worthless. Assassins have the little special ability of not needing keys. They have the innate ability to open chests without the use of keys. Pretty cool. No other class can do that except for the assassin. And we got a chest here. Awesome. And stamina potion. And crack bow. Don't care. And we're just going to run over here really quick. Doesn't look like there's any enemies. I think I've killed just about everything in this area. So, oh, except for these guys right here, you little sneaks. Gonna get ya. Slash, slash, slash. Okay. Oh, I just picked up another key, didn't I? Gosh dang it. And, we'll just keep it. I'm gonna head back to camp here in just a second. And get rid of items in my inventory. And so we're gonna go, and here we have town portals and scrolls of identity. Town portals are used to go to portal back to town basically, and scrolls of identify are used to identify items that are unidentified, like this item right here. But we're gonna head back to the camp here real quickly. Go over to Akara and hit the trade, and we're gonna get rid of this. See, it's worth 199. That's pretty decent for the early game. Gonna use our scrolls of identify on these items. We won't be using any throwing knives, so I'm just going to get rid of those. And we got a staff here. Not going to use that. Going to get rid of it. Going to get rid of that. Going to get rid of that. Going to get rid of not that. We're going to use that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And now we have enough money to buy one of these and one of these. And these are tomes, which are able to hold 20 scrolls of town portal and 20 scrolls of identify. So, you know, pretty good. And we're going to get rid of that and stick that in there. And now we're going to go over here, and I'm going to explain the stash. Over here we have stash, where we can put items that we don't want in our inventory or our pack or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we're going to throw those in there and head back to right here. And as I said, I'm going to now explain where I'm going to be allocating my stat points and skill points. Basically, for a melee assassin or a martial arts assassin, we want to be putting our points into strength, dexterity, and vitality. We will put nothing, I repeat, nothing, into the energy spot because we just don't need to. So for right now, I am going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more there, just for a little bit extra tankiness. And as you can see, we have 4 skill points, and we have 3 skill trees that we can put stuff in: martial arts, shadow disciplines, and traps. We are not playing a trap sin, so we are not going to be putting any points. Zero points in this tree. Absolutely 0. Shadow discipline, we will be putting a few points here. We will be putting points into claw mastery because that is the type of weapon we will be using, and it'll give us extra damage and attack percent kind of stuff. And we'll be putting a few points into burst of speed because that'll give us more attack speed and more movement speed, which is just fantastic for this game. Makes the game a lot easier. We'll put probably just 1 point into weapons block. We really don't need to put that many more points there because we will get max block just through leveling up and stuff. We will put 1 point into Shadow Warrior, just so that we can get to the Shadow Master, which is a fantastic minion to have. The Shadow Master is basically a clone of yourself, kind of. It's basically, eventually we'll get a mercenary, and it's basically just another minion that you can have on the field, which is great, and it has really good stats. Probably be able to use it all the way through hell difficulty. Oh, which is another thing that I should probably talk about. I won't talk about it right now though. I will talk about that in a minute. Anyways, we're going to talk about the shadow or the martial arts, which is our bread and butter abilities. I will be playing a Phoenix Strike or a Phoenix Strike assassin. The assassin uses 2 types of moves. It's these charge up skills, which is all of these. Charge up skills are the skills that we use to charge up. Well, they charge up, and then we use a finishing move, which is one of these. And when we charge up and then use a finishing move, they will use some sort of ability. So like Fist of Fire will do fire damage to your opponent. Claws of Thunder will do electric type damage, and Blades of Ice will do ice type damage. We will be putting 20 points basically into this Fist of Fire, Claws of Thunder, and maybe a few points into Blades of Ice. But basically, we're going to be maxing out Phoenix Strike, because that's going to be our main skill, because it has the ability to use both fire, ice, and lightning type, or doing lightning type or that type of damage. 1 charge does fire type, 2 charges does lightning, and 3 charges does ice. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be doing, and then we'll be using Dragon Claw, because we are going to be dual wielding at some point once I find another claw that I can use in my offhand. That will be our finishing move. So I'm actually going to put 1 point here because we have to. And I am not level 6 yet, so I can't actually put any points into Fists of Fire. But we are going to put 1 point into Dragon Claw, because we have to in order to get, or Dragon Talon, excuse me, in order to get Dragon Claw. So I think I want to be able to put two there and there at level 6, 1, 2. So I am actually only going to put 1 point into Claw Mastery at the moment. And that's going to be it for now. We're going to save our last point and head into the Den of Evil. And we are going to put... how do I want to do this? I want my... Actually, I'm not even going to worry about that stuff right now, because I'm not even going to use it. I'm going to wait until I get Fist of Fire and Dragon Claw before I actually, put, what is it called? Smartcast, not Smartcast. Or, yeah, kind of Smartcast. Anyways, we have a bunch of enemies in here. They're all a little bit harder than they were outside. And we have to defeat all of them in order to complete the quest. And I don't know if you saw it earlier, but we have one right up here. You want to defeat these shamans first before you defeat all the little minions, because they revive all the little minions. So you want to get rid of them first and then fight all the little minions, so that they don't get revived and you end up fighting them 1,000 million times, which is really annoying. And smack, smack, smack. Down. Okay, so, well, got one more. Okay, so now we're going to go around and pick up all the items that were dropped. And we got a that, which kind of acts as a chest. Ooh, we got a magic item right here. Magic items are in blue. And you want to pick them up, at least in the early game, because they will have special attributes that will be pretty good. I'm going to pick up that bow, though. And we got a magic ring. And we're going to pick up that. And we're going to... I don't know which direction I want to go first. And we're just going to actually check out what we got here. With these... Got dexterity. Got a +1 to dexterity and a +5 to maximum stamina. Pretty decent, I guess. I don't know. Got a socketed bow. We won't be using that, but it's kind of nice. And we got magic armor with 16 defense, and attacker takes 1 damage. And that is better than the armor we are currently wearing, so we're gonna switch that out. And gosh, I don't know which direction to go first, everybody. Gosh dang it. But anyways, we're gonna head this way. And defeat the zombie. Die, 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 die. Okay, zombies down. Got a few more zombies here. Inside this cave, there is a mini boss type guy with minions around him. It is the mini boss is a zombie, and all its minions are zombies as well. It's pretty easy. You really shouldn't have too much trouble with it. I think it does ice type damage to you. Right now, it really shouldn't be that big of a problem. You really shouldn't have too much trouble with it. And when I get to it, you will see that I won't either. Plus, by that time, I will be level 6, and I'll be able to use my charge up moves and my finishing move. So it should go pretty dang quickly. And I'll be leveling up here pretty soon. Gotta defeat a few more enemies. And we have a shaman over here that's reviving all these stupid guys. So we're gonna go take him out, get a scroll of identify, strangling gas potion, and get you minor healing potion. Don't really need that at the moment. Get that rejuvenation potion. Give us a little bit of money. And head over this way. And I think I should have gone the other way first because don't know if I'm gonna be able to level up before I fight the mini boss. So I may run back over that way and kill all the bad guys over there. Kill the shaman. Hit the shaman. Okay, get the minions. And javelin, don't care. Just need a few more kills here, and I will level up. And level up. Come on, yes. Alright, so I leveled up here, and I'm gonna put 5 more points into strength, and then go to my skills, go to martial arts, and put 1 point into that, and 1 point into the finishing move that I will be using. And how do I want to do this? I want to put Fist of Fire on F1 and go over here and put this on F8 and put you on F9. No. I can't put that on F9? F7. Wait, F7, that's what I meant. I'm confused. Hang on. So, F7. Can I not? I don't know. We're going to go back to that and go to Fists of Fire. Did I not? I thought I put that on F1. Oh, I did, but then I actually switched it. Yeah, that's right. So we have Fist of Fire on our right click and our auto attack / finishing move on our left click, I guess. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I don't know if I'm actually going to be using my finishing move that much because it does use mana and it really doesn't put that much extra damage into our attacks, so probably won't really be worrying about it right now. And as you can see, this is the mini boss right up ahead. So I'm going to try and draw one out. and fight that one separately. And it doesn't want to. So here, as you can see, I charge up and then use my finishing move. And charge up, 2, 3, and use my finishing move, and it explodes in a fiery awesomeness. And fire. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, fire. Okay, and we run away a little bit, and see, I took it down pretty quick. The assassin is actually one of the more powerful characters in my opinion, just because it's able to do AoE damage as well as just like physical melee damage. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna head over here and get this guy really quick and see. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this shaman because he's gonna start reviving all those guys I just killed. Gonna head over here, pick up those little bits of cash. Get some leather gloves, some leather armor, and I'm out of room. Of course I'm out of room. 2, 1, switch, get rid of that. Switch that over there. And pick up that. And I can pick up some potions. Get that. Leather boots. What kind of boots do I have? I don't have any boots. Let's pick these boots up. Superior cap. What kind of cap do I have? +5 with a socket. We'll just leave it. And I'm low on health, but we don't really care that much because nothing's really going to kill us right now because, yeah, we're too good. Excuse me. We have not defeated all of the monsters in this area, so we actually have to run back to, as you can see, this area right here on the mini-map. There are more enemies over there. So we have to run all the way back over this way. I should have gone that way first. I should have gone with my gut, but oh well, didn't. Whatever. Die. And explode in fire. Haha, see? I find the assassin to be a lot of fun because he can do stuff like that. It's kind of hilarious in my opinion. And when this happens, the light will change inside the cave. That means that you've defeated all of the enemies and you've completed your first quest. Now you just gotta head outside, and we're gonna go over here and use a teleportation thing and head over to Akara to turn in our quest. And she talks. Let you listen.
My trust, and yet restore my faith in humanity. The reward is training the skill of your choice.
And when you turn in that quest, she says congratulations and all that, and she gives us 1 extra skill point, which is just great. So you really do want to make sure you do this quest because you get that extra skill point, and yeah, makes you stronger. But we're gonna head into the store here, and we're gonna identify all the items that we found, and we don't have enough, so we're gonna buy a few more identification scrolls. Use it on that, and use it on that. So we got a +1 to energy. We don't care about that. Got a 3-socketed bow. I don't think that I care about that because it only does 1 to 5 damage. We will be getting a mercenary here in a little bit that uses a bow, but we can get a better item on her, so I'm really not going to worry about this right now. Gonna get rid of that. We have a wand here that has a socket in it, but we don't have anybody that uses wands. And so we're just going to get rid of that. And we have a 17 defense. Attacker takes 1 damage. And we have a 16 defense. Attacker takes 1 damage. So this is actually just a little bit better. So we're going to use that. And we have a pair of gloves here that we're going to equip on our character. Get rid of that. We don't really need rejuvenation potions at the moment, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And we got a +2 to strength and +11 to attack rating. That is pretty good for right now. We're going to go ahead and buy or put that in our inventory, or we're going to equip that. That's what I mean. And we have this, don't care about that, and we have that, don't care about that. And we're going to put these guys in our stash. So we're going to go on over here to our stash, put that in here. Oh, I want to organize this a little bit, so we're going to go like that and go like that. Okay. And before, I will be ending the episode here really quick, but before we do that, I'm going to go over here to Charcy. And she says stuff about her being a blacksmith and how about her being part of a sisterhood, something, something, that we don't really care about right now. But she also does trades and repairs. And I kind of want another guitar. So I'm going to buy one. That does 4 to 7. This does 4 to 11, which is stronger than 4 to 7. Because, you know, I can do math. And she also sells some pretty good armor. We won't buy any of this right now. The inventory of the shop changes every time you go to a new area and come back or reload the game. So if you want to, you know, try and farm these places to get better items, go for it. We are actually gonna, just because we have so much money, we're just gonna go ahead and buy this just because. Put that there, and sell our shield because shields are useless. But yeah, that's that. We got weapons. We also got miscellaneous items, which is like our throwing items and our arrows and bolts for the Amazon. But we're not playing that character, so we're not going to be using it. And we did get this one more skill point, so we are going to allocate it somewhere. We're going to put it in burst of speed. Put the our first point into burst of speed, and we're going to put that on F2. And so now when we use burst of speed, we get our movement speed gets a little better and our attack speed gets a little bit better. So, and it lasts for, let's see, 120 seconds. So it lasts for 2 minutes, which is pretty good. And it costs a bit of mana. So, you know, it's whatever. But I think this is actually where I'm going to end this episode. Next episode, we will talk to this person I'm circling. And she will give us our next quest. But until then, hit that like button if you have a comment about what I'm doing here. Go ahead and leave a comment if you have some suggestions on this game, or you have some other comment about the game that you want to say. Go ahead and leave a comment. And if you want to say updated with this game or about the Emerald playthrough that I'm doing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But until next time, hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys next time.